it, fellas. Look here. Stand by.
One for Sealab, two for Joy Eagle, three for Wolverine to round out the trio. In this episode, everybody dies.
Broadcasting live from inside the power band, doing a Jenga. This is the Blah.
This is the Ba-na-na-wayyy.
In this episode, everybody, Ba-na-na-wayyy, Ba-na-na-wayyy, Ba-na-na-wayyy.
Nah, man, you missed it. This is the Blah-na-na-wayyy.
This is, oh shit, that is a death, man. How did I miss that?
I don't know.
This is the Ba-na-na-wayyy, Ba-na-na-wayyy, Ba-na-na. Welcome to the show, folks. I'm your host, the Wolverine, along with my Jenga-ing companions, Jar Jingo.
Jar Jar Binks.
Jenga. Holy shit,
Oh boy.
what a disaster.
Oh boy. Hey.
And Chad.
Hey, what's up?
Welcome to the show, folks. This week we're talking about the 1993 martial arts classic, Ba-na-na-wayyy. Because at this point, it doesn't have a real name. It's just Ba-na-na-wayyy.
Capoeira movie.
Let's be real.
The Capoeira infomercial.
That's right. Only the Strong, starring the sexy Mark Dacascos.
Where Billy Mays sells capoeira for 2 hours.
Exactly. And then we got special appearance by Jeffrey Lewis, and that's about it.
And Antonio Van Duckface.
Yes. Oh, man, that guy. Jeez. So.
Ontario Band-Aid ass.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dare I even utter the words high level?
This is just an infomercial for capoeira, and I found it horrible and hilarious. And horrible, all at the same time.
I love it.
Yeah. What do we got here? We got Stand and Deliver meets Kickboxer meets
Dangerous Minds with Coolio.
meets Airborne here. I'm not quite sure that it's a very good combo. I don't know if it's you got your chocolate and my peanut butter. It definitely, I don't know. I wanted to be able to laugh at this time, but I think I only kind of smirked and thought, oh, that's kind of funny.
Right. So it's not chocolate peanut butter. It's like that really weird peanut butter and jelly in the same jar shenanigans kind of thing, or
if the jelly was like petroleum jelly.
Oh, whoa.
that's gross.
That is gruesome, man.
I can't even imagine eating a petroleum peanut butter and petroleum jelly sandwich. It'd be so disgusting.
Oh, I just think about vomiting.
It sounds like it would taste like putting a used Band-Aid full of Neosporin in a sandwich and eating it.
Oh, God, dude.
Yeah, that's a pretty good analogy, Benny.
Anyway,
my high level is similar to Chad's. This movie is terrible, but my God, I mean, there's just so much to love that's terrible here. Really everything, the wardrobe, the dialogue, everything about this movie.
The love
the
story.
fighting, the whole thing. This terrible love story, yes. Like this cliche after cliche. I'm sure that some of these cliches were invented in this movie. I would like to be able to say that some of these cliches were invented in this movie. Like these are like kind of proto-tropes. But I don't even think that you could give this movie that much credit. I mean, it's pretty damn terrible.
No, yeah.
So,
The only new thing it brought to the white bread American table was capoeira.
Capoeira. Agreed. Now, this, for the folks at home, well, I'll start off with this. This is a Sheldon Lettich production, okay? And we've been here before. Sheldon Lettich was the guy that did Bloodsport. He did, we haven't done Bloodsport, but he did Bloodsport. He did Double Impact, which also starred Jeffrey Lewis, which was, in our memory, a great movie, but was just an utter torturous disaster when we did it. And
and this was like a year later.
Yeah, and I believe he did Lionheart or one other Van Damme movie. And so we've got this, and of course he brought his buddy Jeffrey Lewis in for this one again, who we all finally know as the father of Juliette Lewis.
Mhm.
And so Sheldon Lettich did this film, and poof, wow, what a stinker.
Is this a total Van Damme movie?
Totally.
Not to shit on DeCascos, but
No.
Wow. Get those two together. That's a lot of kicking.
that's some serious kicking, dude.
I'm going to kick you, man. No, I'm going to kick you.
Hang on, let me take a few minutes to get on top of this picnic table so I can flip over you.
Oh, man. You know, I don't know, kind of starting with that, I'm loath to like rag on other martial arts. Like, I feel like they all have their like principles and their like, you know, kind of founding ideas and all this sort of thing. But like capoeira, man, I don't know. Like, I like the idea that like the legs are the strongest part of the body and you keep your weak part of your body, which is your head, away from your opponent. But my God, it just seems like so much complete and total wasted energy in that. Like, if I was flipping around like that, I'd be tired before I even threw one punch or kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks cool, but I'm not sure about. I don't know if there's many people going out there to, learn the fighting system of capoeira as much as like participate in it. You know, I think
Exactly.
there's nothing wrong with that, but
Yeah, it's just
What's that shit like Zumba or Roomba or not Roomba? That's the robot. Zumba, is that shit?
yeah, Roomba, dude. It's it's a Roomba.
You just get a Swiffer and capoeira around your room.
the Roomba fighting style where you just go around the room bumping into walls, bouncing back off them.
It's pretty accurate.
It's very random and chaotic.
Or either that or you buy a Roomba as a vacuum and every time it goes to vacuum your floor in place. Ba-na-na-wayyy.
Oh man, yeah.
Ba-na-na-wayyy.
Oh,
The only way to get it to work is you got to get your weird one-toothed freaking guitar thing and smack it with a stick. What am I thinking of? This is Zumba? The exercise
Yeah,
dance
Zumba's
bullshit?
the dancing style, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure some capoeira dude's gonna like knock on my door tomorrow and kick my ass while flipping around, nimbly bimbly, but fuck me, it's a weird thing.
yeah. I wouldn't want to take one of those kicks. Don't get me wrong. It's just, I feel like you're flipping and dipping and kick like. I'm just gonna, keep going the other way, basically.
Pretty much. It totally reminds me of
Dude,
that.
stop, dude, stop! Come on, I got to do my Jenga so I can get going here.
Yeah, I got to warm up.
No, man, that's all right. I'm out of here.
Totally. It reminds me of that, like the trope of the kung fu dude doing a whole bunch of like nunchuck shit, and then the dude just shoots him or something. You know, like the Indiana Jones style things. Like the dude that flips and kicks around the place for half an hour and gets himself all tired, and you're like, all right, I win. It's fucking. I need to drink some water, man. Hang on a second.
Come on, stop! I got to do my Jenga.
Wait, you're messing up my Jenga.
Oh, Jenga. I was playing.
Oh,
Jenga.
I thought you said Jenga.
Dude's in the corner with a Jenga set. That's kind of more my style, to be
Oh,
fair.
wow. I like to do a nice Jenga to get warmed up. Get into the flow. Get loosey-goosey.
Yeah, I can only do my Jenga after I've sat and played Jenga for
After
a
I've
while.
done my Jenga. Dude, I gotta say that, like, my favorite thing about this movie is just how fucking dumb the plot is. Where it's just like, soldier dude does capoeira in Brazil and comes back and finds the only capoeira gang on planet Earth in his hometown.
Yes.
As the capoeira gang.
Yes, in Miami. Of all places.
It's so funny, dude. Oh my god. You think you can do capoeira? I am from the barrio, man. Okay, dude.
I don't remember Miami being known for Brazilian gangs or capoeira.
Ah, man. It's so good.
Yes.
Yeah, the plot is just paper thin, man. No question about it. I mean, it's what did you say, Ben? Stand and
deliver.
I mean, Stand and Deliver is awesome, man, because it's freaking, it's almost, and it's like, he's like, it's based on a true story, and he's like teaching like math, like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like it's good like that, like, and plus Lou Diamond Phillips, what up? But
Dude,
this is like,
EJO, man. Edward James Olmos.
Totally, dude. You know?
I love that movie.
Yeah, it's great. But this is not that movie.
Watch out, I say. Jump on your face, tattoo your chromosomes.
This is not that movie.
This is not that movie, but it's something like it.
The spirit was there in the writing of this movie. And by the way, like, this movie was also written by Sheldon Lettich. So whatever. I don't know what that means.
So we can scientifically confirm that gentleman has no talent.
Confirmed. EBD style.
It's just the production of this is just, it's about as 90s as you get, man.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow worse than the 90s. Like, it's like a holdover from the 80s, but like 3 years held over too long, right? Because it's 93, and it's just bloody awful, man. You know, it's like it's like a would-be Dangerous Minds. It's almost like the guys from Dangerous Minds were like, you know what? That's a cool premise. Let's make a really good movie based on that idea. And they did.
You can picture all of the dudes around the boardroom table all fucking coked up. They're like, Dangerous Minds, but like, can we make it like a kung fu movie, dude? Like, sure, man.
Yeah.
What was that one with Edward James Olmos? You know that one? Yeah, like that, but with like kicking and stuff. Like, I love it.
Lots of kicking.
Here's $15 million. I joke, but that sounds like the most plausible actual meeting minutes ever.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. This isn't Mark Dacascos' first movie. It's his third appearance, maybe more than that, but it's his first movie that he starred in. Possibly the only movie that he starred in. Negative what?
Double Dragon. I mean, that's, you know.
He was in Double Dragon?
So good. Not.
Who is he in Double Dragon?
Good.
Jimmy Lee, dude.
I don't remember that.
Get with the fucking Nintendo game that no one actually gave a shit about that then they made a movie about.
Get with the program, Molvy.
Wow. I can't believe we're not going to get treated to the IMDb filmography here.
Sorry, dude.
Starting in 1989, Ninja Academy, Black Ninja, uncredited. Angeltown, Stoner's Driver. I'll keep going.
Ooh, Doogie Houwser as Julian. In the episode The Grass Ain't Always Greener, filmed in 1990.
You sound like it's like a Price is Right thing. These wonderful armoire sets.
Come on down. Ba, ba, ba.
You get the price right, you get this bedroom set and Mark Dacascos.
Oh, he was in John Wick Chapter 3.
Yeah, man. I think that was how we got onto him in the first place. Kev had a total lady boner for him in John Wick when we did the John Wick episodes.
Y50.
He was good in John Wick 3, even though that movie was kind of dumb.
Wow. You know, I don't remember at all.
He was the final fight. He was like one of the final bosses in John Wick.
Oh, he was a boss battle. That's right.
Yeah, he was the boss battle in the giant like mirror glass room with the TV screens everywhere.
Wait, who was?
It feels like 40 years ago when we did that.
Dacascos.
He was the boss battle of what, Wick 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was great in that, man. I don't know. I really like him, man. I kind of I feel like he never really got enough credit. Like I know I've referenced the French film Brotherhood of the Wolf a number of times, which is a really interesting and cool movie that I would love to do someday. But he was really great in that.
Sure. I don't know if I've ever seen that one.
No, it was like a random, strange import I randomly stumbled on.
Is it a werewolf movie?
I don't want to give it away, bro.
Okay. No spoilers.
No, it's somewhat of a monster movie, kind of, but like it's got Vincent Cassel's in it, you know, and it's really good. It's like an action movie, kind of like it's interesting, man. It's like a martial arts movie, kind of, and a bit of a monster movie as well. Like it's pretty damn cool, man.
Word.
Yeah, because it's not like the typical like every other freaking thing that we see here. You know what I mean? Like it definitely was different, and was one thing I dig about it. But anyway, Dacascos is in it, and he's fantastic in it.
Hey, speaking of monster movies, was that the only one that was like just waiting for the like infrared vision to plaster the screen and, you know, maybe see like a red triangle appear on somebody and then see their head explode? And was anybody else waiting for the predator to show up?
In this?
Yeah, I could totally see that,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, definitely, dude. The music especially.
Dude, I would have loved for this to have been a Predator mashup. I mean, you've got the Jamaican dude from Predator 2.
Oh, my God.
He's not actually the Jamaican dude, but...
They go out to the beach at night, you know, it's like,
dude, I would have loved to have seen Mark Dacascos capoeira a predator who would have just like grabbed him and ripped him in half. He'd have been fucking jingle jangling around the place, kick flipping off of fucking coconut trees, and Predator's been like, yeah, all right, dude.
You're done, dude.
Yeah, now we're done here. Meanwhile, fucking Lou Diamond Phillips is at the shore crying about his cousin or whatever.
Throwing up gang signs, dude. Can we talk about Primo's mullet in this, dude? Because I gotta say,
That was pretty
oh,
good.
Jesus, man.
that is a magnificent Latino mullet, man.
That's pretty good,
I
man.
mean, that thing is just like a waterfall in the back of hair.
I like that kid. He did a good job.
He was good. But yeah, that mullet,
Oof.
my God.
Thing was epic.
It was like a Crystal Gale mullet. It was like way down there.
That thing was long, dude.
It's like somebody just cut cousin It's face out or something, you know?
Today, I'm going to shave you into Primo.
We're going to give you bangs, okay?
Yeah.
We're going to have bangs.
We started with bangs, and this is what we ended up with. Primo.
It's going to be amazeballs.
I feel like that kid was like I feel like that kid was like a recurring sort of Latin tough guy in the 80s.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right?
Well, I looked at his IMDb and he's like, he hasn't done a whole bunch.
That's upsetting.
I feel like some of these movies are so formative for me, even if they're terrible, that I'm just like, yeah, I've seen those guys in a million movies. And it's like, no, that's the only thing they've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Donovan kid. Yeah, I ran your track through a MIDI with 16 tracks, and then I put some reverb on it, put it through my track deck. It was great.
That was the best.
Don't want to offend the old ancient maestries there, but...
Hey, Donovan, I want you to turn that music up. And everybody's like, whoa, you just blew my mind, bro.
Radical. I love that Mark Dacascos in the cafeteria area with the Jamaican dude. And he's like, first, I'm not a teacher. Second, I'm in a really shitty mood.
Yeah.
The third, let the kid go. It's just like, oh my fucking Lord.
God, dude. And that guy is rocking the most generic Hollywood Jamaican accent ever.
But he had a goddamn spiderweb goatee, which is pretty amazing.
Totally, dude.
Yeah.
We're just having a little family problem here, teach.
Dude, I was just waiting
like-
for Danny Glover and fucking
Yeah, exactly.
Bill Paxton to like come out of the school with their badges flashing, like
Exactly, man.
just in time for like the Predator to scoop him up into a tree or something.
Oh, snap, dude. This is totally like, this is just ripe for like a Predator 2 mashup. I wish, God, if I had time, I would take those two movies and I would swear I would try to cut them together. 'Cause that would just
It could be done.
wonderful. What, dude?
could
It's
totally
true.
be done.
Like you, Chad, you started talking about Predator, and I started thinking about the first movie, but really the second movie totally vibes.
Yeah,
with
that's
this
what we were
movie,
talking
man.
about. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I think we just invented a new movie subgenre, the movie mashup.
Yeah, man. I think when we did Predator 2, we actually called it Lethal Weapon 2 as well.
That was true.
No, we called it Lethal Weapon 3.
Predator 2, Lethal Weapon 3 or something like that.
Something like that.
So it turns out that this is actually a Lethal Weapon movie.
Yes.
Yes.
Mark Dacascos as Riggs.
As Martin Riggs.
I love the whole, like, I loved how, like, all the kids, like, he tells him to turn the music up, and everybody's like, whoa! Like, my mind has been blown, Mr. Stevenson.
Well, and there's totally the skateboard kid just kind of like fucking piss farting
Yeah.
around the firehouse in a skateboard.
Kick flipping around and shit.
Oh, man. And then there's like that really ugly kid who looks like Sloth from Goonies. He's just like,
Right. And the skateboard kid had, like, these, like, circus tent pants on. They were just gigantic, and they were striped.
Totally, man. It was, it was something else.
Yeah, I think Seth Green would have fit right in there.
He would have, man. He would have totally fit right in there with his weird garbage mullet or whatever, garbage hairdo.
Seth Green?
Yeah, from Airborne when his like red fucking bob.
Garbage meaning the vocalist from the band.
Yeah. Only happy when it rains. Garbage.
Yeah, Wiley, dude. Wiley was his name in Airborne, dude. Totally.
Yeah. Wiley would fit right in there.
Yeah. He would just constantly walk into the scene with a different costume on, being like, huh? That montage of him changing his clothes in Airborne.
Priceless.
Yeah. I'll do this one over Airborne, man. I don't know about you, Benny. Would you do this over Airborne, or would you do Airborne again?
Just because it has like, I remember watching it, it was like yet another one of those like fucking, I think it was HBO, just like it was on constantly. I have I don't know if I'll call it nostalgia per se, but familiarity anyways.
With which one?
With this one.
I remember it being so much better than it was.
No, I'd never seen, that was the first time I'd seen Airborne, so.
Yeah. Do you guys remember this being better than it was?
Mm-mm.
No.
Nope. No.
I do. I remember it being better than it was. I'm kind of delighted that it wasn't, but.
Go ahead, Chad. Sorry.
I knew within about 60 seconds that it wasn't going to be as good as I thought it was because of that like fucking terrible Only the Strong rap verse in the opening scene.
Oh my God. And of course the rap song, like it was either called or in the lyrics, it says Only the Strong. I was like, come on, dude.
Dude, it was like the fucking Ghostbusters 2 song. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. You call the Ghostbusters and they're in control. It's like, dude, only the fucking strong, bro. Like, what?
Wow, man.
The fuck?
How much more of that do you know?
I think that's all I know. But yeah, you gotta break out the bus.
I guess we're going to have to take control.
You gotta take control. Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah, nice. Please, both of you, keep going.
That's a good song, man. I like that song. I got a soft spot for that terrible 90s song.
Yet another musical masterpiece from us here at EBD.
We're never going to top the British tar duo that you guys did, but
I don't know, man. We could probably do an entire show about the musicality that we've had on our show.
Yeah,
dude, when you sang that the Shai Hulud REM mashup, that was awesome.
Calling Shai Hulud.
Yeah, some of this is just off the top of my head, like
Shiny Happy People.
Calling Shai Hulud, calling Steel Suits Sucking Juice, Still Garchani. That's what it was. Still Garchani. Yeah. I totally had flashbacks to that when I watched the movie with Villeneuve. It would have totally fit into the Hans Zimmer tracks.
Oh yeah,
definitely, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. The British tar was great, but some of the more improvised ones I feel like have been some of our greater achievements. Really,
it's fair.
Like that episode like a month or two ago when like every time we did a section, I was like making up a little tune for it.
Yep.
And then there's countless others.
Well, now you got to freestyle 90s rap in between the segments on this particular episode. That's your challenge.
Oh my God. Wow. Can it be done? I don't know. Anyway, so what do you think? Bits and bobs? Nuggets?
Yeah. Oh, dude, the score of this one was so good. I don't know, man.
I'm actually going to rate. Go ahead. What?
No, I don't know, man. What are you going to rate?
I am going to rate this movie pretty favorably because there's a lot to love hate here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so much like I don't know, like this movie feels like it possibly could have been like, in prototrope territory, but it's so terrible. It's like there's no way that it could be even that cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some of the lines, dude, are just the whole like Jamaican thing and turn the music up. And I thought we were going to learn how to kick ass. What are we all, a bunch of Indians?
Oh, wow.
Really great, man. Really, really great.
Yep. And the fucking cousin is so retarded.
Oh, the cousin is just fantastic. Should we just like go cast person by person, play by play? What do you guys want to do?
I don't know.
That sounds like a nope out to me, folks. All right. That's it for us here at the EBD podcast.
I'm not feeling that there's much to chew on in regards to the cast. So
Ben, there's definitely not a lot of meat on that bone anyway. Yes.
Negative. That is a waste steak right there.
Yeah,
that's a lace steak, Ghost Rider.
Dude, I like the principal guy. He was the most like blow with the wind fucking weather vane dude ever. You know, at the beginning, he's like, I don't know about this. And the girl's like, it'll be great. And he's like, oh, okay, I'm on board. You know, and then he like goes to the thing. He's like, this is fucking amazing. I'm going to play the drums for the news reporters that come in. And then later on, he's like, get off my property now. If I ever see you again, I'll punch you in the dick. You know, it's like, all right. It's so dumb. And they get like the fucking worst fucking Paul Blart mall cop fucking security guard to escort him out, you know?
Yeah, dude, that outburst that you just laid out was maybe one of your best, first of all. Secondly,
You think so?
It pretty much summed up everything I was going to say about the principal, which is great.
He was such a fuckhead.
You nailed it. He was just great. I mean, that guy's actually been in a bunch of movies.
Yeah, I recognize him for sure.
Yeah, later on, he did a bunch of stuff, but like, yeah, just the whole like, you know, you expect us to take 12 of the worst criminals in this school.
Teach him how to fight.
Yeah, exactly. And now you want to teach him how to kill?
And that other guy was like, doing what? Training death squads? It's like,
Yeah.
the girl's like, no, I think it'll be good. And they're all like, oh, okay, fine.
Yeah, right. I went to school right here at Lincoln with Mr. Stevens. Wait, is it
Yeah.
Stevenson or Stevens?
Stevens.
I don't even remember.
Does it really matter?
No.
I used to date him, and he was good at math. I think we should give him a
Right.
chance.
No, she's like, yeah, okay. So he was a troublemaker in high school, but now he's great, and he wants to give something back to Lincoln. It's like, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, like all the other 19 teachers in the room were just like, when is this meeting over? I'm gonna go take a shit. You know, like they don't give a fuck. Like, I'm gonna go smoke.
What is this lame meeting about? Yeah, exactly. What is this lame meeting about? The new capoeira program. Oh, great.
God damn it.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. It was bad. And then like right afterward, you know, he's like, hey,
Can I carry your books?
thanks for sticking up for me in there. Can I carry your books?
Want to go to a double
He's
feature?
like, we're not in high school, Lewis.
Yeah. Just because we used to date doesn't mean we're dating now, Lewis. I'm dating the death squad
I know,
guy.
but it was like kind of ambiguous. Like first she wasn't his ex-girlfriend, then she was. First he was the troublemaker, then he wasn't. And then he's like, yeah, we're not in high school anymore, so now I can take you somewhere nice. I don't know why I'm using the John Borman voice, but
Yeah. But I like the kind of like
Let's go get a basket of fries.
basket of fries. Yeah.
I'm going to take you to dinner, and then I'm going to start my directing career.
I love the moment that they fall in love again when it's just like, bitch can't do a handstand.
Oh my God, dude. The back bend kissing thing.
Oh, man.
Come on.
It was good. I used that on my lady after I saw that in the movie. I was like, I'm totally
I'm
doing
sure
this.
you did.
Yeah.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah, it worked like a charm.
Yeah, I bet it did, dude. That's the move right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit, that's funny.
Yeah, just I don't know. There's just so much gold here. So much
There
gold.
really is. I agree. Like, all that stuff was great, dude. Just like the whole like beginning of the program, like with the kids, like just doing like, I mean, I almost could have predicted everything they were going to say. You know what I mean? Like walking in, they're like, you suck. No, you suck.
Fuck you,
know?
Teach.
Yeah, fuck you, Teach. And then like one guy whips out a knife.
What's your name, buddy? Eat shit. Do you want your knife back? Eat shit.
That was so great.
So good, dude. I think my favorite character in this movie was Jeffrey Lewis's eyebrows. Just constantly, he was like, "Oh, wow, those were
Totally.
some pretty sweet flips." Every time there's a fight, he's like, "Oh, that was pretty good. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna have to learn me some of this."
I wish I could fly like that.
Right?
Gosh, it's so pretty.
He was I don't know. He kind of did like a dual roles as like Lewis's cheerleader and then like detractor at the same time, you know? Like
Yeah.
sometimes he'd be like, you know, sometimes he'd be like, these are the worst 12 kids in school. Lewis is going to turn them around. And then he'd like be in the fire station. He'd be like, Lewis, these are the 12 worst kids on the planet.
I've spent 15 years leading horses to water and I can't get them to fucking drink.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
You did something we've been trying to do for 20 years. You got them to pay attention.
Oh my god.
This is like an after school special, dude, is what this is.
Dude, it totally is, man. It totally is.
It is.
It's the kind of movie they showed you in school on the little rolling cart TVs.
None of those kids were even that bad.
No, they're exactly.
No, they really didn't. Like if you watch, like, I'm gonna bring up some comparable fare, yet another movie that was like just all over HBO at one point. I've seen it 100,000 times. Is The Principal with Jim Belushi.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like those kids in that movie were pretty bad, like cutting people, kind of drug dealers and shit. You know, these guys were just kind of like a bunch of goofballs. And like Donovan especially was just like, he just seemed like a weird kid who liked to like make music. Like, why is that bad?
Yeah. Yeah. It's as if like they clean out the fire station and get ready, and then like fucking sweat hogs come rolling in, you know? These are the worst kids in the world. Like, I don't know. It's,
Mr. Carter.
yeah, it's like,
You know, just like that, the whole clean out the firehouse scene. That's like a perfect
Oh, that
example.
montage
of, like,
was
you
so
know,
good.
It was so great. There were some great montages in this movie, but like that one was great. You know, like, hey guys, here's your eviction notice.
Right.
You know, we're breaking the boards on the windows and just I love it, dude. It's so like such like a kind of an 80s trope, you know, similar to like the Starsky and Hutch thing with like empty boxes in the alleys and shit. It was like sweeping up the papers that are everywhere, you know, because like any abandoned place is just full of discarded office papers.
Yeah. And fucking DeCascos like jump kicking the wood out of the windows. It was just like, bro,
Oh yeah,
nobody
come
does
on.
that. Come on.
Except him.
Jeff Lewis is like, yeah, at least it's got a roof, you know? And Marty Cascos is like, yeah, but it's a fire, you know, it's a firehouse. Maybe we should hose it down. He's like, there's a hose right fucking here. Oh, look at that. They fire the hose. It's just like, guys, holy shit.
I know. He's like, I'm supposed to be doing cartwheels on this floor? No way, man.
Fuck, man.
mm-hmm.
It's genius. It's
Good
genius stuff.
times.
Shakespearean.
I gotta say, Donovan's boombox was totally badass.
It's pretty
though.
sweet.
Yeah, it was. Like the boomboxes like that are just the stuff of legend.
Yep.
So gigantic. It's as long as half your body is tall.
16
you know what I mean?
D
Like,
batteries.
totally. 16 D cells.
Plays 3 songs.
Weighs a ton. Yeah. And then there was the kid that was like, I don't know, like I call him Lil G Money because he looks exactly like what's his face, Alan Payne, who played G Money in New Jack City, but like a younger version of him, right? And he's like the son of the Jamaican guy, or
Oh, yeah.
the little brother of the Jamaican voodoo gang lord guy,
Yep.
which was just the whole, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And he seemed kind of normal too, you know what I mean? And he was just kind of like, you know, hey, stay after class. And he's like, okay.
All right.
And then all of a sudden, he's like the Jenga master or whatever.
Yeah.
Mestre e santo. That guy was terrible. We'll get to him in a minute.
Ontario Band-Aid ass. Oh, man.
Good stuff, dude. Who else, dude? Oh, did you guys notice, like, this just jumped out at me because I started watching it again tonight when I had a few minutes. The amount of vest wearing in the first firehouse meeting I thought was pretty egregious. Like,
No, I didn't.
yeah, I know. I didn't notice it the first time either, but like the Lil G Money guy was wearing a vest, and then like some Primo was wearing a vest, and then the guy who kind of looked like Jerry O'Connell's goofy cousin, you know, like that one. He had on a unbuttoned or unzipped see-through white vest. Like, it was just wrong on a lot of levels.
On every level.
Yeah, just a lot of vest wearing in that beginning bit. I don't know. I was a little, I don't know what the word is. It made me feel a little awkward, to be quite honest.
Yeah? You felt a little tingles, did you?
Yeah, it was just a little awkward. That's all. That's all I'm going to say, guys. I'm going to leave it. Guys, I got to leave it right there, okay?
Was there
I get talking about vests, I get a little
stirring
excited.
sensation?
Yep.
You know, guys, I was starting to stir a little bit.
Did you feel
All
anything
those
unfold?
vests.
Yeah. No, there should never be that many vests in one room ever.
Well, right. I mean, it was the 90s, and 90s were all about
That
vests.
was,
but
it
my
was
God.
pretty vesty.
But like lame vesty. It was like 3-button vests that had a large, V cut in the.
Wait. So you're differentiating that there is a difference between too many vests in a room and the wrong kind of vests in a room? So if they were the right kind of vests, it would have been an appropriate amount of vests?
No, I think.
What would be the right kind of vest?
That's what I'm driving at here.
Are we talking like Marty Mcfly kind of looks like a, big orange puffy vest, kind of looks like a life preserver, or are we talking
Dude,
like
puffy vests were totally a thing for a while there.
we talking like
In the 90s.
like biker
Leathery,
No.
corsety vests.
frayed jean jacket, cut off sleeve jean jacket?
Oh, yeah. Roadhouse vests.
No, I'm just kind of thinking like, I don't know. It was just like the 90s was like vests were like a thing. You know what I mean? But people still do wear vests,
was like
but they're much more like stylish now. And they're not the super deep V-cut 3-button vests that we were all wearing in the 90s.
Dude, the 90s,
You know what I mean?
the 90s vests were
Cavaricci
vests. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, the Z Cavaricci vests. Yes.
The vests of the 90s were like vests that people stole off of fucking street performer monkeys. Like they were the dumbest fucking looking vests.
I know. I still have a couple.
I bet you do.
One of them is suede.
I like how
you
you
have a
went-
suede vest in the 90s.
I like how you went from like, did you guys see all the dumb fucking vests to like, yeah, but they weren't the right kind of vests. I have some really nice vests. Now we're seeing where,
all of a
where
sudden
the truth
you're a
lies.
vest expert.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mulvey, do you fancy yourself a vest expert?
Vestpert?
A vexpert? Vest? No.
Vestspert.
Vestspert.
At this stage, dude, I think what we're coming to discover in this show is that you are actually like living in airborne / banana. You're living the banana way because you own a cod piece, a bunch of 90s vests and rollerblades. Like you've got,
It's
you're
true.
halfway there, dude.
You're kind of there.
Yeah,
Just watch out for the predator.
That's it.
All of that.
Just got to get you a Paxton jacket and you'll be good to go.
Yes, I fancy myself a banana airborne being vest guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A vestpert.
Mm-hmm.
Vest historian and expert, dare I say, vestpert Kevin Moeller.
A vest historian. I totally
Vest
yeah.
historian.
I want to see that in letters under your name on the screen.
Actually, my side job is I'm a vest historian.
Kevin Moeller, vest historian.
If you're going to be in this movie, I think you should try and pull off the same facial hair as Philippe.
You mean the Jamaican guy?
Yeah.
Man, that was some shit right there.
It was.
Yeah, it is.
It's great, man.
It's not a mustache, but it definitely gets some kind of an honorable mention.
I feel like that guy was just like a staple as like a Jamaican character in
I agree.
this time period, right? Like, wasn't he? I mean, he must have been in Marked for Death, which we absolutely have to do. And then
I legit thought he was one of the dudes from Predator 2, and I tried to find out, and he is not.
And he wasn't?
He is not.
He wasn't
No?
Marked for Death. Definitely, yeah, he wasn't Marked for Death. He was also in Naked Gun, 33 1/3.
What was he in that?
A cabbie.
Really? Like a Jamaican cabbie?
You don't need to eject to watch that scene.
Well, I'm already in the middle of ejecting, so
He was a Jamaican. He was an Irish cabbie. He was not a Jamaican cabbie.
for real Irish.
No, you fucking jackass. Of course he was a Jamaican cabbie. He's fucking Jamaican, dude. Was he a Jamaican cabbie in that one or what? Like, yep.
Jeffrey Anderson Gunter.
Oh wow, I spelled Jamaican wrong. I spelled Jamaican. I was writing down the death. I spelled it Jamaican.
So, yeah. It sounds like something the dentist gives you, bro.
Right?
Oh, wow. He was in the Michael Jackson Black or White video.
Yeah.
They have a weird picture of him on IMDb.
Yeah,
he's like in the middle of saying something, and he has like this like duck mouth thing.
He looks like he's like giving a talk at like a men's conference or something.
Yeah, and how to shave a sweet spiderweb goatee.
This is how you shave a sweet goatee with a spider web. What do you say, teach?
Put the spiderweb on your face.
Oh, dude, he wasn't marked for death. Yes.
I said that like 5 minutes ago.
We already confirmed that.
Oh, we did? That was another death for me. Oh, boy. I'm racking up the deaths here.
He was also in Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
That is a good movie, man.
That's a mouthful. Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
I feel like that's going to be a Mom and Dad Save the World, though, like where I remember it being fucking hilarious, but it probably isn't. It's got all the Waynes in it, the Waynes brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally, man.
Yeah. All the Wayans in the same room might be a bit much to take.
Mm-hmm.
It might be. But, whoa. What is this, dude? He's in a show. He's still acting, and he's in a show called Arnold's Caribbean Pizza.
It better be Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He plays Mr. Arnold.
You've eaten Arnold's pizza.
Exactly.
If you want the pizza with pepperoni or 9mm bullets, you come to the right place.
Shut up with the broccoli.
What the hell is a broccoli anyway?
Dude, he was in Dangerous Minds, the TV series in 1997. Perfect.
Wow.
Perfect tie-in.
Let's all read IMDb.
Where was this?
An unexpected...
I had an Arnold's Pizza Shop thing. Unexpected
what?
A rather unexpected Jeffrey Anderson Gunter cul-de-sac.
Right.
Yeah, very unexpected. And like lots of deaths too.
Dude, Umberto sent through Arnold going out and delivering pizzas on Veterans Day the other day and was making a sweet reference to Arnold's Pizza Shop. So shout out to that. I love that Arnold was actually out delivering pizza to vets the other day.
He was?
Oh, really?
Yeah, like a couple days ago.
But was he doing the pizza shop thing? Was he like actually doing that? Was he? Like...
I don't think he was. I mean, I want to
okay.
pretend that he was, but it's just like a picture of him, you know, like he says, this morning I was getting ready to do a Veterans Day post and thought to myself, actions speak louder than words. So I stopped at my favorite pizza place, got pizzas for all of our great men and women and handed them out. Since it's like a picture of him handing out pizzas. But Umberto was like, I bet you the pizza shop message was good. You know, like he totally was referencing it. And I want to believe that Arnie was reenacting it throughout the day.
Yes. That is some great stuff right there. All right. All right. So should we keep talking about this guy?
Goalie and strong, Mark DeCascos, Ba-na-na-wayyy. We should talk about that song, man.
Well, I mean, we have to because the song to us pretty much became the name of the movie.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just such an iconic song for such a not iconic movie.
It is, man. It really, really is. And I got to say, Donovan's remix is pretty tight, bro.
Pretty sweet when he ran it through the MIDI board.
Yeah,
MIDI board.
the MIDI board.
Put some delay on it.
This reverb.
Yeah, I will say, noteworthy item is that
I panned it from left to right across the 8 tracks and then some reverb on the vocals and the other 16.
I hope that's okay. I don't want to like offend any of the like maestro guys.
Yeah, man.
Ancient maestro guys.
Hang on, I'm just going to run into a burning building to save a gourd with a string attached to it. Dude, I think the best part about the song is at the end, the final boss battle, weird Jamaican Brazilian voodoo boss battle where he's like losing and then all of his students start singing the Ba-na-na-wayyy song and he finds like the fucking power within.
It's totally like Karate Kid 2 when they start like playing with the drum, the little drum thing. Yeah.
Little drums.
You broke my bonsai tree. It's the only thing I remember of that movie is the dude breaking in the bonsai tree and being like the most offensive thing ever.
I just remember I remember like them breaking shit, but I remember Sato just growling about everything. I think I brought up this same concept for Black Rain.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did. So I won't
Chocolate
torture Ben with it. Chocolate Rain.
Dude, the final fight was fucking amazing.
Oh wait, are we there yet, or should we go chronologically?
Oh, we're so there.
Oh, we're there, bro. Where else could we go besides the
We're there.
scary beach where everyone sleeps on the bus?
The beach part's just kind of whatever, dude. I think I actually took notes. Hang on.
Okay. Yep.
I'm sure Ben's rolling his eyes.
Yep.
Like, Jesus, dude, please. Oh, yeah. I just okay, so there are a couple of things that are noteworthy. Like,
let's take this seriously.
like they all no, not seriously, dude. Like they all sleep on the bus, right? And then like one of the kids wakes up early. Like it's so erotic. Like one of the kids wakes up early. Everyone else is sleeping. Ooh, what's that? It's half naked Mr. Stevens on the beach dancing around. I was like, this is so wrong, dude. So wrong.
Yeah, that for me, I think was a Van Damme clip.
What do you mean by that?
Just like that's exactly what you expect from a Van Damme movie is just Van Damme out Van Damming on the beach while everyone like ooh.
Totally. And you know, Sheldon Lettich was like,
That's what
I did the same thing with Van Damme in Double Impact.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
It was wonderful.
Let's do that here, but on the beach.
Can you do a split?
Totally.
Erotic beach dances. Yep.
And then we get more, very erotic in an uncomfortable way. And then we get another.
I mean, it was erotic, but it wasn't like rest your head on my shoulders in the cab of a truck over the top erotic. Like it was.
Okay, it wasn't that weird, but it was definitely, you could have seen it going in that direction with one more move.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
it kind of went like all the way to the brink, and then it was like, nope.
So he was edging.
Which is a good thing.
He was edging a bit.
It was kind of like edging, yeah. So I knew I didn't kick out of that. I think then we get like right before in the beach montage of the many montages in this movie, you know, like the beach montage, there's lots of cartwheels, there's lots of slow-mo and lots of erotic shirtlessness. Also it's quasi uncomfortable, but not nearly as uncomfortable as the kid waking up alone and like there's Mr. Stevens on the beach.
I was stirring a bit too, yeah.
Right?
Okay, was that your note? Was that the only note you had?
No, I have more, but I'll sprinkle them. Let's talk about the end, because the best part about the end is that like the warring Brazilians and versus Jamaicans, all of a sudden they're teamed up in like an evil voodoo superpower.
Yeah. Well, it's because
Like Super Gang.
he smashed the windows of the cars in the chop shop with the random acetylene torch fight that he had.
I know, but why? What did he do to earn the ire of the Jamaican gang besides like disrupt the dude disciplining his nephew or son or whatever?
Yeah, that was a bit weird. Because the Jamaican dudes would just be like, cool, you want to go fucking take out this rival for us? No worries, dude. They're going to kill you, man. They're going to kill you. That's it? That's it? No, nothing else to say there?
Sorry. What was that? We're going to kill you what?
What movie are we doing?
Wait, what day
what?
is it?
What?
All right, where were we? Sorry. Jamaican voodoo boss fight?
Yeah, it was the chop shop acetylene torch fight into Jamaican boss fight.
Yeah, totally. Because they're kind of both the boss fight, sort of.
And then DeCascos takes on like 64 dudes at the shore.
Right, and all the students show up in their PJs and start clapping, and then he wins.
And then he wins, saves the day.
They do, man.
They show up in their PJs and start clapping, and he wins.
Well, he's getting his butt kicked by, what's his name? Silveria?
Antonio Van Duckface. Ontario. What was yours? Ontario what?
Wait. What was it, Ben? Antonio Band-Aid.
Ontario
Band-Aid ass.
There you go.
There you go.
That guy was just, he was weird.
Yeah, he was pretty bad. But maybe so bad he was good. Maybe it was the pants. Maybe it was the pleated pants that came up to his nipples.
I don't know. Dude.
It was definitely the Z Cavariccis.
Yeah.
I will say, I don't know. He was definitely menacing. I'll give him that.
Yeah, was it him or was it his black rattlesnake boots?
And his ponytail.
Yeah.
I always felt like he was like, I felt like in every scene he was like, he was about to kick somebody's ass, and then he would like take all this stuff and hand it to like one of his underlings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
yeah.
a cigar or his wallet or like his watch.
Hold
or
my
like
keys.
His Apple Watch.
I like clean lines when I kick people's ass.
Hold my keys. Time to show Santo here a lesson.
Hey, Santo. I'll go take your woman.
Hey, Santo, why don't you see what a real mestre is like? You know about capoeira. That guy was in Lionheart with Van Damme, also directed by Sheldon Lettich.
It seems like Lettich just collects excellent actors, you know?
He really does, man. He really does.
Yeah, the final boss fight, dude. Especially the end, the cops were like, what are you guys doing? Like, this is fucking huge death ring. Hey, stop and right there. What's going on here? Who's that?
And like, I love how it's like 25 police cruisers and a police helicopter.
Mm-hmm. Hey, aren't you that guy from the TV that sells the capoeira videos? Oh, yeah. You willing to testify that in a court of law? Yeah, man. This shit's different now. He doesn't own the neighborhood no more.
Jesus. Yeah, the whole like primo side story about him standing up to his uncle was just fantastic.
But you know, you could have done the like pajama jump, freeze frame, night helicopter, popo credit roll. But then they were like, hey, we're at the graduation ceremony. We've got a special guest today, a bunch of shirtless Brazilian dudes. And they all just like fucking flip around the place.
Yeah, that was definitely weird, dude. Like,
funny.
That was bizarre. And they just kept like panning. They kept like showing like DeCascos' face.
Yes.
And he was like,
he's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Did you see
he
that
was like
flip?
too happy, and it was really awkward.
Yeah. But then they got him up there. Just, yeah, it was good stuff. Good stuff all around.
Mr. Stevens, you're awesome, man.
Roll credits. End of the greatest movie of 1993.
Yeah, definitely not.
Whoa. Zinga.
Hang on a second. Hang on. All right, I'll just throw this stuff in bits and bobs. It's fine.
Bits and bobs?
Okay, do it. We're there.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do it.
Okay, do it. Bacardi and cola.
Do it. Bacardi and cola. Do it.
God, you sound exactly like him. All right, I think my first bit and bob is I just like such choice lines in this, man. And like one of them was one of the dudes probably in the firehouse. He's like, I got some major news for you, man. I was like, okay.
You're a loser, man.
Yeah, watch out. What about you, Chad? What do you got?
I got nothing, dude. I'll say it again. I think one of my favorite moments in this movie is Donovan talking about his MIDI fucking mixer.
Oh, dude, no doubt.
It's so stupid and so. I just kind of picture Chad Strange doing that, and it makes me really happy.
I don't know. He kind of had like a Bobo Corey Haim thing going on.
Yeah. He could have
Right?
totally been
You know?
in Hackers, man. We should do Hackers. God, that's a terrible movie.
Oh, that is a terrible,
boy.
dreadful piece of shit. Yeah, we should do it.
Oh, boy.
Oh, come on, Benny.
Can we throw something that, like, is better in between?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to do it tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do BMX Bandits next week before Hackers if you want.
Fucking hilarious.
I am all about doing BMX Bandits at some point, though. Okay, so the bus showdown, like, did you know, like, Silverio's like this super tough dude, then all of a sudden, like, the cops show up, and he's like, I was
Oh,
like,
hey,
yeah,
officer.
okay. Yeah, oh, hey, officer.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like when they confront the girl, the teacher chick in the parking lot, his girlfriend. It's like super creepy and rapey, dude.
Yeah, that was
like,
pretty creepy.
God, man, that was really bad. And then, that all culminates with Silverio's just like, okay, let's burn down the school. I was like, wow.
All right, bro. He
That's
saw
a
our
little
face.
extreme.
Now we need to kill him.
Now we need to burn down the school of the Santo so we can teach capoeira.
Crazy.
Ooh. Come on. I think one of you guys mentioned it before. The dude that escorts him off the campus after the principal freaks out. He's got the best mustache.
He's got a pretty sweet stash. Yep. Oh, I do want to bits and bobs shout out Sloth from Goonies in the final fight, getting to kick that dude in the face. That was pretty great.
I did see that. That was great. And I definitely noticed that kid. He had like a Sloth's nephew kind of thing going on
This is
for
like,
sure.
whoa, bro. All right.
Rocky Road?
Ba-na-na-wayyy.
Ba-na-na-wayyy. Way.
It's my only bit.
Yeah.
How did the
I would say we've already discussed anything I might identify as a bit and or Bob.
Yeah.
Fair enough, dude. Fair enough.
The shitty jalopy cars everyone was driving around was kind of a good little bit.
It was. And then there was like a car that blew up at one point, and I was like, how did the car blow up? There was like no fire.
Compressed air explosion. Yeah.
I guess. It was stupid. And then you had
It was the exploding car union.
Yeah. They had the
no, you can't make a movie in this town unless you blow up at least one car.
Yep. You guys don't have a license for a fiery explosion, but you do have a license for an explosion. I think and then there was like I guess it was like when like Silverio and the Jamaican dude decide that like, you know, they need to like the plot is just so bad. Like the whole idea like he doesn't really do anything that warrants this like incredible retaliation from two rival gangs that have to team up to get rid of him. You know what I mean? Like that's what's so great about it too. But you know when they decide to team up, like Silverio's like, yeah. Yeah, we're going to team up and show this Santo who's boss and finish this war. And I was like, what war, dude? Like, all the guy did was like bust up your shop a little bit, you know? It was just like the contrivance level was very high.
It was ridiculous.
It was. I love how occasionally you just dig for plausibility.
I wrote, like the whole clapping thing, I wrote, Ba-na-na-wayyy saves the day.
Right.
And that's it. The last note I have that's worth sharing is that this movie is like staring into the sun. You know, you really shouldn't be watching, but you just can't turn away.
I'll buy it.
For fear of somehow going blind because it's so terrible. That's it.
That's all I have to say about that yet.
That's all I got for bits and bobs.
Nuggets test ratings. I don't know if we have any nuggets, man. Well, I don't have any nuggets.
I do not.
I didn't have any nuggets, and I just pulled up IMDb, and I got to read these two. No, but you will like these two nuggets, Chad, because these are really good.
Okay.
So Bloodsport was about, allegedly, Frank Dukes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his whole, like, you know, journey into the fighting in the Hong Kong underworld. Well, apparently the actual Frank Dukes was the fight choreographer on this movie. And that is a nugget worth knowing.
That's cool.
And apparently Sheldon Lettich was not happy with the fighting in the movie and the fight choreography at all. And felt that Dukes did not deliver. So, kind of interesting.
I mean, it's fucking capoeira. What are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly. Right. And then my second nugget, and this is the real neutron bomb that I can't even believe, but it says the song made popular in the film, Zoom, 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 went on to enjoy newfound fame as from that Mazda jingle, man, from the early 2000s.
Yeah, I saw that nugget and did some research, and it's a different song. It's not the Ba-na-na-wayyy song, obviously.
Oh, okay, good. Because I
Yes.
really feel like the Ba-na-na-wayyy song is like its own special thing.
Dude, the Ba-na-na-wayyy song is the song in this. Like, there's no other song. I don't care if there is another song.
There isn't. No,
another
exactly.
Song, you know?
It's kind of pretty much the whole movie is the song.
Yeah, pretty much.
In many ways. So, yeah.
The Zoom Zoom song's it's a pretty good song, but it's not the Ba-na-na-wayyy song, so fuck it.
No, the Zoom Zoom song sucks. It just, whatever. It's an earworm. It got in everybody's head. I mean, it was good for Mazda, but whatever.
Whatever, man.
Not as cool as the Ba-na-na-wayyy song.
No, nothing is.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Deaths?
Deaths. My death list got screwed up, but
Aw,
I
man.
had that. I had that horrible death in the beginning that I should have picked up on that. Blah-na-na-wayyy.
Yeah, you should have, man. That was fucked up.
Yeah, that was a worthy death. And then I ejected on, I don't remember what, and then ejected on wasted time on the dude who was marked for death. And then you guys had already talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you ejected on the Jamaican guy, and then I ejected on the Jamaican guy, and then I ejected on Silverio, and there you have it.
There it is.
There it is. Ratings.
This movie is better than the Lord of the Rings trilogy because I think that's really funny. And
I think it's funny.
I'll give it a 4.8. It's a borderline movie. I had a laugh. I'll probably never watch it again. And I don't know. It was funny. It was so dumb. It was funny. Like a capoeira dude fighting a capoeira gang. And it was just, it was just too good.
Agreed.
It was so good it was bad, to flip that on its head.
It was so good it was bad. So bad it was good, rather.
No, so good it was bad.
Oh, so good it was bad, yeah. Okay. Benoit.
I was really hoping to have the same kind of experience that Chad had with this one, to just be like, okay, this is really dumb and, I'm going to laugh at it and it's funny, but I don't know. It just didn't hit me. I mean, I've seen this a few times. And usually that's the case. Like usually that's how I watch the spirit with which I watch it. But
sure,
I don't know. I think this was just like the one time too many.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Yeah.
Or like I remember doing a couple of movies like this where I was just like I was too tired at the time, and I was just like I don't have the energy.
Yeah, for whatever the reason, it didn't work this time.
No, I'm feeling you, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's great, so bad it's good schlock kind of stuff. If you're in the mood for that, if you're not, then you're just gonna be like, this is a really bad movie.
If you're not gonna like this movie.
So I'm familiar with the movie. I've seen it quite a few times. I don't hate it, but it's just it's nothing special. It's kind of funny. I don't know. I'll go with like a 6 on this one.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, as often we are, Jarhigo. I'm going to just echo your 6. That's going to be my score. I don't know. I'm more where Chad is. I get what you're saying. And Dacascos is legit as a martial artist, man. Like he was totally baller as in Wick 3 and in Brotherhood of the Wolf. But this movie is it's so terrible. But there's just so many terribly, terribly great things in it that either made me laugh or I love it because it's so bad. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 6.
I like it.
I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I won't watch this movie again. I know I will because I'm that much of a loser.
I'll watch it again if somebody actually makes the mashup movie with Predator and Airborne.
Oh shit, I'll do that.
Yeah, you do it. I'll watch it. It'll take forever to actually do it, though.
You're damn right it will. Cool. All right. Well, let's wrap this baby. What are we doing next week there, Chad Lab?
Dude, again, we don't know.
What? Really? What do we do? What was that horrible movie that Ben doesn't want us to do?
Nah, we should do something like decent.
All right.
Let's do that, man.
All right. I love it.
It's good. Good thinking. That took a long time.
It did. It took like a solid 10 minutes. Okay, folks. So 10 minutes later, we have decided what we're going to do next week, and it's going to be Take It Away, Cyclops.
Raiders, dude. We're going to do Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Nice.
Starring Sean Connery.
All right, there you have it, folks. Thank you for joining us for
Starring Sam Neill.
Ba-na-na-wayyy. And stay tuned next week for Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, starring Sam Neill. And that's it. So long for now, folks.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
And that's going to wrap up this week's episode. Folks, if you'd like to support the show, there's a number of great ways you can do so. You can rate us and review us on iTunes, Stitcher, wherever you get your podcasts. You can also tell somebody to check out the show. That is always a great way to spread the word. You can also support us on Patreon. Hey, patreon.com/EBD podcasts. Of course, do not forget to check us out on social media. We use the handle @EBD podcast everywhere we are. please join us. You can find the show notes for this episode in your podcast app choice or at our website, ebd.fm/episodes/133. Thanks for tuning in for Only the Strong, and we'll see you next week for Indiana Jones. Laters.
One for Sealab, two for Troy, three for Wolverine to round out the trio in this episode. Everybody dies.
Beady, beady, beady. Stop into it.
You know what? I'm gonna go against the grain here.
Pepperidge Farms would remember.
Yeah, Pepperidge Farm would remember.
Well, we still haven't ended the podcast, by the way.
I know. Yeah, I know. I just thought of that. Well, we'll cut all this shit out. I'm only gonna say let's wait.